We got lucky last time. We bid sight unseen on a Nissan Navara. Fingers crossed it pays off for us because we've done it again. All right, so if you're new to the Lemon to Lambo challenge, it's where we flip from car to car to eventually get that Lamborghini. Last time we left off, we just finished selling our Nissan Navara, which we made a really good amount of money on, and we are back at the auctions. And as I mentioned in the intro, we've already bought another car, and I'm actually sitting in it currently. So I really wanted to see this car. But I was unfortunately in Melbourne, a long way away from Brisbane, so I wasn't able to actually see this car. It came to the auction night, and yeah, I just went for it and ended up winning it. So please welcome, new to the channel, our new Isuzu D-Max. I've jumped in, I've started it, so it starts. Haven't really looked too much around it, so you'll join me in that as well. So just coming from the side, we could look like we've got some old sticker residue here. You can see like a hard line, so maybe a job for the cut and polish. Coming down the side, it's all pretty good. We do have a little bit of a dent here, all looking pretty okay. On the hood, we do have a dent here, we have a dent here, and we have a dent here. That's all I can see so far. The spare tire is on, but the other tire is underneath the ute, which is good. We've got like some glue residue up here. We've got some residue and marks and bird poo. I think this actually was the other roof rack, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, is in here. So we have to put that roof rack on and try and fix that up. We've got some scuff marks on the back here. This could just be fixed up with some touch-up paint. We have got a canopy that is very dirty. So we are probably going to have to, like we did on the Navara, get a tub liner, which will fix this up. And then I've just noticed we've got a giant concrete drill bit. That's huge. That's absolutely insane. Yeah, a top liner will definitely fix this all up, and then just be a matter of cleaning everything in here. So far, it's looking okay. And we've got some, I don't know if you can see, but in that far corner, we've got some plastic packets. We have a dent here. So yeah, a couple of dents. I think this has definitely been used as a tradie ute, which explains the kind of condition. So the engine looks bog standard. This is actually a standard pipe. The coolant was from me, just making sure that we had coolant. There was nothing mixed. I've checked the oil, which was all good. So yeah, I guess we hit the road. I've got an unregistered vehicle permit and no other way home. So fingers crossed I get home. All right, so everything externally is looking okay. Inside's looking really good. Got a little bit of a scuff mark just there on the side of the trim piece. Apart from that, a couple of tiny little marks, nothing to be concerned about. The aircon works, which is really nice. We've got a nice screen. Moment of truth. Drive, do we go forward? We go forward. Okay, do we go back? Engages, and we're going back. So at the moment, everything seems to be working good. Fingers crossed the next scene you see is me home with this D-Max. But not too bad. Not too bad so far. So So the D-Max is cleaned and we can finally see what the body is like. Has a few little more surprises, I guess, that wasn't first seen. So we'll start at the front. The bonnet. All right, we found a dent or two. We've got 1, 2, 3, and there's another one here, 4. The hood's quite dented. We've got a little like piece of glue or something here that can come off with the with just a cut and polish. All right, front quarter, all good. Down below, front bumper, really good. We've got a couple little like rock chips and stuff like that, but that's to be expected on a car like this. Coming around the side, front quarters, looking good. Driver's door, a couple little marks. I think they're kind of like rock chips, maybe even like a bit of tar. We'll run it over cut and polish, see what it is. On the roof, you can see that right here, we've got a dent. Coming to the back, we've got where the roof rack was, we've got a dent here. You can see it there. We've got the clamping point where this is clamped down, has obviously rubbed away the paint. This door, we've got a dent here, and then another dent underneath, a dent on the rear quarter. We saw this at the auctions, some like leftover sticker residue or something, so just a cut and polish with that. The canopy seems to be okay. The trunk, we got a dent here, see there. We've got another 2 dents here, and that's about it for the rear. Then we've got on this side of the canopy, we've got like this kind of black scuff mark thing. I think that will come out with a good cut and polish. I think it's stuff on top, as well as this over here. It seems to be, yeah, maybe it'll come off. Well, who knows? We'll see. The back, not too bad. This quarter panel, I think, just again needs a good cut and polish. There's a couple little marks here, either like paint splatter or little marks like that. These are all coming off, which is good. This side, we've got a dent down here. We have got obviously this other side where the roof racks made their mark. It'll be interesting to see if this is just the rubber residue from underneath. So we'll cut and polish that and see what happens there. This door, we've unfortunately got a tiny bit of paint that's chipped off and then it started to rust on the surface, as you can see there. So this one we're gonna have to sand, do a little bit of a touch up. And then we've got a little like stone protector thing there, but that's easy enough to just pull off. We've got a nice big black mark there with a dent, so I'm hoping that can be cut and polished out. And that's it really for the car. Oh, we do have, like on the bonnet, some like glue residue stuff there, as well as up here. You can't really see it, but it's the same as this stuff here. So yes, cosmetically quite a lot of dents. You guys up here, yeah, quite a few dents. I mean, from afar, the car looks great. It's just yeah, as you get further up and close, you can start noticing, like that's going to come off, so that's no problem, but start noticing stuff like these little marks, dents, tiny rust spot. Yeah, so a little unfortunate. I was kind of hoping that it was going to be, you know, decent bodywork. The listing did say, I think, fair bodywork or something like that, which I guess it's the right description for it. But I thought it was referring to all of the bodywork, including the tray, and I thought, well, okay, fair enough, the tray's easy enough to fix. But that is not the case. what else? I've noticed, so when I pulled up, I decided to go through the car, and we found, like I showed the other roof rack, this side is missing the bolt that then locks this plate in, and yeah, basically will lock the roof rack in place. That's just to stop you scuffing the paint, which is funny because it has. We found this tool thing, don't know, and the hub cover for the other wheel, which is really good. I was thinking I would have to get another one of those, but that's not the case. We can get it. I'm unsure. Oh, this does come down. Nothing in the back. And these do come up. So I'll have to go through the rear seat and see if there's any goodies in there. I doubt it, this car's pretty clean. Inside is actually really nice. So I haven't actually cleaned anything in the interior, and I've noticed on the way home, this nice, like, I don't think it's leather, but vinyl armrest. If you have a look on the doors here, we got nice faux leather vinyl kind of thing, nice gloss trim interior panel. The dash as well, got this nice vinyl on the top. As Kobe wants to say hello. Yeah, so like nice fake leather there. Everything's all in pretty good condition on the inside. So it's really just the outside. Now, I know some of you will be thinking, what the hell, the outside, that is like quite easy, no problem at all. Yeah, Morgan and I have never done body work before, besides, you know, repaint and stuff. We've never done filler, paint matching, anything like that. So, willing to give it a whirl, but there are quite a few dents. So maybe we start on a dent that's a little less noticeable. There's two ways of doing this. We could probably list it on the cheaper side, as is. Obviously, we'll sell it with registration, with roadworthy, and yeah, try and sell it with the few dents and stuff, and just sell it as like, hey, this is a work ute. This is, you know, what they're used for. And I think you're looking at around your high, like $38,000, or we can attempt to repair the dents, that little rust spot, stuff like that. And if that comes out all good and, you know, passes the meter test, if you can't see it from a meter away, you know, you're all good, then you're probably looking into your low to mid 40s, which would be quite good. I won't tell you exactly how much we bought the car for because we saved that to the end, but it was low 30, quite low, to give you an indication. So either option, we can make some money out of it. The only thing is I don't want to go and attempt to repair these dents with, you know, bog repainting, that kind of thing, and have it not turn out quite right, and then the car, even with that work, can only be sold for, you know, 30 odd, high 30s. But then people are going to be asking, look, if you can notice this shonky work, what else is shonky on the vehicle? Which the vehicle drove fine. Actually, I didn't talk about that, but the vehicle drove fine, shifts good, drives good, lots of power, no smoke, didn't get hot, everything works, speakers work. Yeah, it was fine, survived about an hour and a bit. Oop, here you go, Colby. Say hello to everyone. Yeah, survived the journey home, so the car's solid. We are going to service it, which will probably be the next video. And what are your thoughts on dash mats? I am not a fan. I think especially on new cars, they just kind of date them. But yeah, so let us know down below, what would you guys do? Would you guys take the punt, try and repair these dents, fill them in, paint them? And yeah, see what happens. Could have a look into paintless dent removal. That is an option, because a lot of the dents haven't actually broken the layer of paint, which is actually quite remarkable. So that might be a thing we look into, is just some paintless dent removal, because yeah, the bonnet will be saved. Pretty much, actually thinking about it, the entire car will be mint with the paintless dent removal. I know it doesn't get it 100%, but you know, 80-90% there, that's much better. And then we don't have to worry about painting. And then it'd be just stuff like touching up the rear passenger door with that tiny little surface rust spot, and then yeah, basically the tub. So I've kept rambling though. This is our new car. Let us know down below, what should we be doing? Because yeah, I'm at the precipice of a fork in the road. So got to figure out, am I going in and going for glory, or am I trying to make a quick profit and then on to the next one? The more I look at it and think about it, I think I might have a look at trying to fix it up, get it good, and trying to sell it for mid-40s, something like that. But thanks heaps for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, we'll see how this Isuzu does. And fingers crossed we can make 10 grand like we did on the Navara. See you later.